Isang pangmalakasan na phone na naman nandito sa akin, and this is the Iqoo Z9 Turbo Plus. Previously, na-review na natin ang Turbo. This time, this is the Turbo Plus. MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus ang kanyang chipset. 80 watts wired charging with a 6,400 mAh of battery. AMOLED display with 144 Hz of screen refresh rate. Meron din siyang magandang 50MP na dual camera sensor. All of that below 21,000 pesos. Tara, pag-usapan natin. Itong Iqoo Z9 Turbo Plus na may 12 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage is currently priced at 20,900 pesos na mabibili natin sa UKDB Gadgets or on the link that I'll be posting on the description box below. What I like dito sa kanyang design is very simple siya. I love yung kanyang pagkaputi dito and it looks really nice yung kanyang camera bump dito. Pwede mo siya pagkamalan ng Iqoo 12. Shiny ang kanyang likod, so expect some fingerprint smudges. I love yung kanyang pagka-curve dito sa likod. Hindi siya masakit hawakan, hindi siya makanto. Meron pa siyang infrared sensor dito which comes in handy at times. And sad to say, wala siyang micro SD expansion. Overall, the form factor is good. Masarap hawakan ng sa aking kamay. And I simply love the way it is. Now, one thing to like dito sa Origin OS 4 is na pwede mo ilagay sa monster mode dito sa kanyang drop-down menu. And it's also running Android version 14 by the way. Now, one thing to like dito sa kanya is very powerful ang kanyang processor. MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus ang kanyang chipset and it almost gave me a 1.9 million points dito sa Antutu benchmark. Ito ang score na nakuha ko dito sa kanyang breakdown score. 4,500 kanyang loop score sa Wildlife Extreme with a 51% na stability. Ito nakuha ko sa CPU benchmarking sa Geekbench and ito naman sa CPU benchmarking. Okay naman kanyang thermal throttling, it throttled to 85% na kanyang best performance. Now, one thing to like dito sa phone na ito is that sagaran din ang kanyang battery. 6,400 mAh of battery niya, which for me, this one can last me up to 2 days without charging. Basta gamit mo normally, walang heavy gaming, kayang-kaya na tumagal ng 2 days. And what's nice din dito sa kanya is mayroon siyang 80 watts na fast charging din dito kasama. So, charging is quite fast kung naubusan ka na ng battery on the go. Meron din siyang 7.5 watts na reverse wired charging should you need it. And nung nirate ko ang kanyang screen on time dito sa PC Mark na battery stress test, nakakuha ako ng 18 hours and 17 minutes na screen on time based sa 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. For me, it's definitely goods. Now, one thing to like dito sa phone na ito is ang nipis ng kanyang bezel dito. And it's quite symmetrical din all throughout dito sa phone na ito. And ang kanyang punch hole dito is not so big, so definitely it's okay. And ang meron na dito is a 90% na screen-to-body ratio. And by the way, this is a 6.78-inch na AMOLED display with 144 Hz of screen refresh rate. And it also has a 4,500 nits na maximum brightness. So if you're under the direct sunlight, wala ka maging problema dito dahil matingkad pa rin ang makikita mo dito sa phone na ito. Pag scroll ka dito sa mga social, expect na makakuha ka ng good na scrolling experience dito, be it sa Facebook, TikTok, or sa YouTube Shorts. Wala kang maging problema dito dahil sobrang swabe naman ng every single swipe ko dito sa phone na ito. And meron din siyang level 1 na Wi-Fi security by the way, so you can watch HD din dito sa phone na ito. And if you happen to watch video on YouTube dito sa phone na ito, expect to give you a good na viewing experience dito dahil magandang kanyang color dito, plus black is blacker. Now, itong phone na ito has dual speaker. Isa nandito sa ilalim and the other one nandito sa earpiece. So, test lang natin kung gaano siya kalakas. Honestly, malakas ang kanyang sounds. Okay na okay for me. So, sinagad-sagad ko rin ang gaming dito. I played 5 games dito sa phone na ito. Playing Honor of Kings, Call of Duty Mobile, Call of Duty Warzone, Genshin Impact, and Farlight 84. So, Honor of Kings, expect a good gaming experience dito sa kanya. Wala kang maging problema dito dahil okay ang kanyang graphics. I would say the gameplay was really smooth. Halos wala ako na-feel na frame drops along the way. And pinakamainin na achieve ko dito after 30 minutes of gameplay is around mga 42 degrees Celsius. Pagdating naman sa Call of Duty Mobile, expect mo talaga mag-enjoy ka dito dahil kayang-kaya mo isagad dito ang kanyang graphical settings to give you a really good na experience dito sa kanya. I would say the control was really good and yung touch response siya is okay. Yung kanyang sounds is probably one of the things na gusto ko din dito sa kanya dahil marinig mo talagang footstep coming from the left and right dito sa Call of Duty Mobile. And after 30 minutes of gameplay, umabot din siya ng 42 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Firelight 84, okay din ang kanyang gameplay. I would say na one of the things na hirap din sa ibang phone is itong Firelight 84. There are times na hindi siya ganon ka-optimized but dito sa phone nito it's quite okay, quite good, and the experience was really nice. Nakapaglaro ako ng 3 VR matches dito and after an hour of gameplay, 42 degrees Celsius din ang inabot nitong game na ito. Pagdating sa Genshin Impact, sinagad-sagad ko rin ka ng graphical settings and setting into 60 FPS. I was able to squeak up some really nice experience dito sa kanya. Kahit magbata ka ng mga heavy bosses dito, wala ko halos masyado na feel na frame drops dito. Probably there are minor lags din dito na hindi maiwasan, pero halos quite smooth naman ang gameplay dito sa kanya and surprisingly 43 degrees Celsius lang inabot dito sa kanya. Probably sa ibang phone baka umabot na siya ng near 50 na. Now, pagdating sa COD Warzone, gameplay is just average. I wouldn't say that it's the best experience na nakuha ko for COD Warzone, but the gameplay is quite playable. Okay siya, sinagad ko niya ng graphical settings, well, just to be able to test kung gaano kasagad ang kaya ibigay sa akin itong game na ito. Well, I was quite satisfied with this game na ito except that I'm feeling some lags along the way, and to be able to squeak out several wins after 30 minutes of gameplay is not so bad, and umabot din siya ng 43 degrees Celsius. Now, gusto ko i-brag din sa inyo ng maganda ang camera nito phone na ito. Hindi lang siya gaming phone. So, this one is packed together with a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS. Meron siya 8MP na ultra-wide lens. This one can shoot you up to 4K and 60. And ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 16MP which can shoot you up to 1080p and 30. Now, let's analyze some shot na nakuha ko dito sa Iqoo Z9 Turbo Plus. Honestly, I would say na ang sharp ng mga nakuha dito. And if you zoom it in sa core ng details na itong flower na ito, you'll see a lot of details pa rin na naiwan dito sa kanya. Especially itong flower na ito. Ito parang gusot-gusot siya. Pero basically, it's yung design ng kanyang petal. And itong yellow na itong gumamela na ito looks pretty nice. And yung mga greens naman niya looks a bit natural. Hindi naman siya saturated. Now, if you're going for indoor photography, you'll be able to get some nice shot dito sa Z9 Turbo Plus. Dahil ang ganda ng kanyang camera. Honestly, I was surprised that this is a gaming phone. Pero mga shots na nakukuha ko dito looks really nice and solid. And ito mga Christmas decors na nakuha natin sa IKEA. And I would say na, uy, really nice mga shots na ito. Nung taking a look at some of this figurine shot, ang ganda, no? Kita mo mga details ng kanyang fur. And taking a look at this panda, ang ganda rin ng kanyang reproduction ng kanyang picture na ito. And probably this is the ideal na setup para sa Christmas. And I love yung mga display na dito. And probably I should make one set din nito at home. And if you're looking for mga food photography, itong camera is definitely set to perform kasi I was able to take in some really nice snaps din dito sa kanya. Pati itong mga cinnamon rolls na ito, looks pretty nice. Probably one of my favorite is itong donut shot na ito. Ang ganda ng ganang reproduction ng colors. So. Now, if you're going in for indoor photography, expect mo na maganda rin sa kanya. Dahil I was able to snap some really nice shots dito sa loob ng Disney Store. Itong mga figurine shot na ito, display, are really looking nice. Pati itong mga dolls ng Disney Princess. And dahil magpapasko na, I was able to snap in some really good Christmas decor shots dito. And ito mga neon shot na ito, I really love yung kanyang pagka-pastel colors dito. Looks really nice and it's really candy to my eyes. And kung ang hilig mo naman is to take some sunset shot, you'll be able to snap some really great shots dito using this camera, ang Iqoo Z9 Turbo. And tinry din naman natin ultra-wide shot na. This is how it looks like. This is a normal shot and this is a 2x zoom shot. Makita mo yung kanyang difference between the 2x zoom and yung normal shot. Medyo mas warmer ang capture niya pagdating sa 2x. Na kung night photography na pag-uusapan naman natin, makita mo, ang ganda rin mga shots na makuha mo dito. Dahil I was using the night mode, this is a normal shot, and this is a 2x zoom shot. And trying to take some other shots sa vicinity, it looks also good. And if you're trying yung kanyang camera for selfie photos, I would say na maganda. And it was able to enhance yung mukha ko, keeping it smooth as possible, pero keeping it still natural naman ang look ng aking mga photos. If you're trying to get some indoor selfies, makita mo na still good
ang mga photos na makaka-capture mo, maganda pa rin naman ang details niya. Hindi naman siya magiging soft like other cameras. If you're trying to take a video using the front-facing camera, okay, maganda-ganda resolution, except na medyo a little bit jittery. Hindi lang naman siya karapal na shake, but overall, the quality is good, except that medyo nakakahilo na siya panoorin. And if you're using the rear camera naman, ito masasabi ko, very stable using just my bare hand. And kahit lumiliko, hindi mo mapapansin na yung biglang sharp curve ko, okay pa rin siya. I would say, it pinapreserve na maging smooth pa rin ang transition on every turn ko dito on this camera.
Now guys, with a price tag of 20,900 pesos, should you consider this as your next gaming phone? Well, honestly, it's a yes kasi sagad-sagaran gaming kaya na ibigay dito sa'yo. And what's nice din dito sa kanya is that 43 lang pinakamainit niya. On other phones, siguro inaabot na ako ng 49, 50, pero okay ang cooling system dito sa phone na ito. But if you want it to be a little bit more cooler, bumili ka ng mga game coolers, mga phone coolers para medyo mas mabilis lumamig ang iyong phone. But overall, the experience was really nice dito pagdating sa gaming. Plus, kanyang camera is definitely okay. I would say na I was surprised na magandang kanyang camera. It can perform, it can give you some really nice shot, portrait shot, night mode shot. Kayang-kaya nitong Iqoo Z9 Turbo Plus. And of course, ang kanyang selfie is pretty solid as well. Now, if you're out there looking for a gaming phone this Christmas, this is the one that you should consider. Z9 Turbo Plus. You can also consider the Z9 Turbo kung medyo mas short ka sa budget, but this is definitely a better option. Now, kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan ko nabili ito, I got it from UKDB Gadgets, or you can check the link on the description box below. If you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends, and sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you on the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.